What royal watchers quietly noticed about William and Kate this time. There are moments in royal life that arrive quietly, without ceremony or announcement, and yet they leave a lasting impression on those who are paying close attention. This time, it was not a single gesture or statement that drew interest, but a pattern, subtle and composed, that royal watchers began to notice around Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales. Nothing dramatic unfolded, no declarations were made, and yet the sense that something meaningful was being communicated was unmistakable. It was in the details, in the rhythm of appearances, and in the way two familiar figures moved through a public week that felt carefully steady rather than performative. For years, William and Kate have been among the most closely observed members of the British royal family. Every appearance, every word, and even every silence is often examined for hidden meaning. Yet what stood out this time was not change for the sake of change, but consistency with purpose. Royal watchers, particularly those who have followed the monarchy for decades, noticed a renewed emphasis on calm continuity. It suggested a couple deeply aware of their position, their responsibilities, and the long arc of the roles they are preparing to inherit. To understand why this moment caught attention, it helps to consider the broader context in which it occurred. The modern monarchy exists in a world of constant visibility, where public trust is shaped as much by tone and behavior as by tradition. William and Kate have long represented a bridge between generations, blending respect for established customs with a modern, approachable style. This time, however, the balance felt especially deliberate. Observers noted how their presence conveyed reassurance rather than performance, stability rather than spectacle. One of the first things quietly noted was their manner of engagement. During public appearances, William and Kate appeared particularly attuned to the people they were meeting. Conversations were unhurried, expressions attentive, and interactions warm without feeling staged. These moments did not dominate headlines, yet they resonated strongly with those who value authenticity. In a world where public figures often appear rushed or distracted, the choice to slow down communicated respect and attentiveness. Body language also became part of the conversation among royal watchers. William and Kate moved with a natural ease that comes from years of shared experience, yet there was a renewed sense of partnership visible in their interactions. Small gestures, brief exchanges of eye contact, and coordinated movement suggested unity and mutual support. These are details that often go unnoticed by casual viewers, but to seasoned observers, they signal confidence and cohesion. Their approach to public messaging added another layer to this perception. Rather than introducing new themes or initiatives, William and Kate reinforced priorities they have long championed, including community engagement, early childhood development, and environmental responsibility. What changed was not the message itself, but the way it was delivered. There was a sense of quiet assurance, as if the couple no longer felt the need to explain their direction, trusting instead that consistency speaks for itself. This subtle shift raised curiosity because it suggested readiness. Royal watchers often look for signs that indicate how prepared senior royals are for future roles. In this case, the absence of overt signaling became the signal. William and Kate appeared comfortable operating within the expectations placed upon them, neither resisting nor overemphasizing their position. That comfort can only come from experience, reflection, and a clear understanding of purpose. Another aspect that drew attention was their shared focus. Rather than dividing attention across multiple narratives, their appearances felt thematically aligned. Each engagement seemed to reinforce a broader story of service and continuity. This coherence did not happen by chance. It reflected careful planning and a strong internal compass guiding their public work. Royal watchers recognized this as a hallmark of effective leadership, particularly within an institution that values long-term vision. Media coverage mirrored this observation. Instead of speculation or dramatic framing, reports focused on substance and tone. Commentators highlighted how William and Kate's presence contributed to a sense of normalcy and reassurance. The language used to describe them emphasized steadiness, responsibility, and approachability. This shift in coverage is itself revealing, as media narratives often respond to cues set by the subjects they cover. Public reaction followed a similar pattern. Social commentary reflected appreciation for the couple's composed demeanor and thoughtful engagement. Rather than generating excitement through novelty, they inspired confidence through reliability. For many, this was a welcome change, offering a reminder that leadership does not always need to be loud to be effective. To appreciate why this matters, it is important to consider William's position as heir to the throne. His role has evolved significantly over time, shaped by personal experience and public expectation. Kate's role, too, has grown in scope and influence. Together, they represent the future of the monarchy, and every public moment contributes to shaping that future. This time, the message seemed to be one of preparedness and partnership. Royal history offers valuable perspective here. Successful transitions within the monarchy have often been marked not by sudden change, but by gradual alignment between public expectation and royal behavior. William and Kate's approach this time echoed that tradition. By reinforcing familiar values with renewed clarity, they demonstrated an understanding of continuity as a source of strength. Education and experience also play a role in this perception. Both William and Kate have spent years learning the complexities of public service within a constitutional monarchy. Their actions reflected that learning, showing awareness of when to speak, when to listen, and when to let actions carry meaning. This restraint is often overlooked, yet it is essential for maintaining trust and credibility. There was also an emotional dimension to what royal watchers noticed. Many sensed a deepening sense of purpose in the couple's work. Their interactions suggested not only professionalism, but personal commitment. This emotional resonance matters because the monarchy relies on connection as much as ceremony. When people feel that senior royals genuinely care about the causes they support, trust is strengthened. The absence of distraction was another notable feature. William and Kate appeared focused, present, and undeterred by external noise. In an era where attention is often fragmented, this focus stood out. It suggested a couple grounded in their roles and confident in their direction. Royal watchers interpreted this as a sign of maturity and readiness for greater responsibility. Comparisons to previous stages of their public life naturally emerged. Earlier years were marked by careful introduction and gradual expansion of duties. This time felt different, less about introduction and more about embodiment. William and Kate were not stepping into new roles, they were inhabiting roles they have already grown into. That distinction matters because it shapes how the public relates to them. The international dimension also deserves attention. As representatives of the British monarchy on a global stage, William and Kate's demeanor sends signals beyond the United Kingdom. This time, their composed and thoughtful presence reinforced an image of stability that resonates internationally. Royal watchers outside Britain noted the same qualities, recognizing their broader significance. It is worth noting that none of these observations rely on speculation or private insight. They are drawn from public appearances and widely reported events. The power of this moment lies precisely in its openness. Everything unfolded in full view, allowing observers to form impressions based on what they could see and hear. That transparency enhances credibility and trust. As the week progressed, the cumulative effect of these details became clear. Royal watchers did not point to a single defining image or quote. Instead, they spoke of a feeling, a sense that William and Kate had reached a new level of assurance. This feeling lingered, inviting reflection rather than immediate judgment. Such moments often become clearer in hindsight. What feels subtle in the present can later be recognized as a turning point. Whether this time will be remembered that way remains to be seen, but the attention it drew suggests it holds significance. It offered a glimpse into how William and Kate may approach the future, with steadiness, partnership, and quiet confidence. This observation naturally raises questions about what comes next. How will this approach shape their upcoming engagements? How will it influence public expectations as their responsibilities continue to grow? And how will it affect the broader narrative of the monarchy in a changing world? These questions remain open, creating a sense of anticipation without uncertainty. In many ways, what royal watchers noticed this time was not change, but clarity. William and Kate appeared clear in their purpose, clear in their partnership, and clear in their understanding of the roles they are preparing to assume. That clarity, expressed through calm and consistency, may prove to be one of their greatest strengths. As we look ahead, this moment invites closer examination of how subtle shifts in behavior can signal deeper developments within the monarchy. In our next video, we will take a closer look at how William and Kate's evolving approach compares with past heirs to the throne, and what those comparisons reveal about the future direction of the British royal family.